What's up, Juventini? Alberto here, and welcome back to the AJC. This is your one-stop shop channel for content 100% based around Juventus. So if you love Juventus like I do, hit the subscribe button and join the AJC army now. I've got your latest news. We've got another agreement in place with another player, apparently. We've got an offer coming in for one of our young guns. We've got some work. Giuntoli's got prepared coming up very quickly, and then Bologna is going to do everything to fight to keep Thiago Mota around. We've got all the latest rumors. So like the video, all right, and let's get into it. All right, so first up, Dortmund. Dortmund is set to make an offer apparently this summer for Dean Huijsen from Juventus. The rumors still suggest that Juve is going to do everything to keep the player around. However, we know that Juventus is going to have some tough decisions to bring up some money that's going to help fund the mercado as well. And of course, with the speculation of coaching change coming in, that is going to cost some money as well. So it's going to be very interesting to see what should happen. But Dortmund's coming in for Dean Huijsen, according to the latest rumors. We've got more rumors that there is apparently an agreement in place with Jorginho. We've been hearing for a bit here that Juve was keeping an eye on what the situation was there. Well, today we're hearing that Arteta's doing everything to try and keep Jorginho, but his desire is to return into Italy. We are hearing that there has been multiple discussions between Giuntoli and Jorginho and his entourage, and now today we hear that there is an agreement in place reached between player and club, and that he should be joining Juventus. I've been saying for a while now I would shift my focus and look at some free moves in the midfield, coupled with a move like Samardzic. And Samardzic, the latest is that he apparently could be joining on a free transfer if Udinese should get relegated. Apparently there is some clause in the contract that would allow him to leave on a free if they get relegated. I have never seen a contract like that. I personally don't believe it, but if this was the case, yes, please. Jorginho on a free, Samardzic on a free. Bring in another midfielder, spending a little bit of money, far less than we would have with Coop Miners, and I am all in, baby. Then use that money to bolster the back line and the attack. Let's go. But again, I don't believe the Samardzic thing on him being on a free. But still, Jorginho on a free, Samardzic spending a little money. I'm all in. You guys know the drill. Let me know in the comments what you think. Mason Greenwood. We continue to hear the rumors of him being linked with Juventus. Apparently today it is that Manchester United is completely willing to let him go, and Giuntoli is heavily monitoring the situation around this player, all right? Rafael Varan, he apparently is also linked to Juventus, set to be leaving with no renewal in sight with Manchester United, and he could be available, and Juve is listed as one of the Serie A sides. Apparently there is 3 to 4 that are keeping tabs on the defender, all right? Is it a yes or no for Varan? Hit me in the comments, all right? Now, in terms of Giuntoli, he's got a list of work to basically take care of, and immediately it's Rugani and Rabiot. After that, then you get into expiring contracts. Players set to expire in 2025 next season are as follows. All 3 of the goalkeepers, all right? Chiesa, McKenna, Danilo, Keane, De Sciglio, and Illing Jr. Out of that list, I would be fine to see one of the goalkeepers leave on a free, Danilo leaving on a free, and De Sciglio leaving on a free. Outside of that, you have to get something for the rest of the players and cannot see them leaving on a free. So he's got his work cut out for him. And so far, all we're hearing is that McKenna is the one that there is apparently no agreement that's going to be reached. And the latest we heard with Szczesny is that Szczesny is not going to work down the salary for us, and Perin apparently wants to go and be a protagonist at a club. Outside of that, let's see what happens. With Illing Jr., no renewal in sight too. Expect him to leave this summer, and Moise Kean expecting him to leave this summer as well. Now, in terms of the coaching news, well, Bologna apparently is set to fight and do everything in its power to keep Thiago Mota around. Obviously, has been widely speculated as the #1 guy for Giuntoli. Today, Mirko Di Natale states that he knows for a fact that Juventus has full belief that he would be the right guy for the club. Obviously, his friend Nico Schira, who's been solid for about 4 years running now, has given us the news right after the Milan game that there is an offer on the table for Mota from Juventus on a 2-year contract with a 3rd year as an option. Okay, so we just have to wait and see. But there are more and more Juventini believing that Mota is not going to be the next manager of Juventus. What do you think is going to happen? Are we going to get Mota, or are we going to be surprised and get somebody out of left field? Hit me in the comments. That wraps up your news break to today. I can't wait to mix it up with all of you. Please do not forget, like the video, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And don't forget to share the content. Let's keep growing that AJC army. Until tomorrow's edition, as always, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.